stand for our national anthem. Good evening and welcome to the 133rd Hudson High School commencement. And as in all ceremonies these days, if you would please check your cell phone, and out of respect for our graduates, would you silence them at this time? You know, the gloomy skies outside can't dampen the spirit of celebration in Hudson High School this evening. Tonight is a celebration of accomplishment of the 417 seniors who are ready to graduate from the class of 2014. Seniors, please raise your hand if you started in the Hudson School District in kindergarten. So we probably saw about 296 student hands go up that started in 2001 in that kindergarten class. Now, seniors, please raise your hand if you came to the school district after kindergarten. You are part of the 121 more students that have joined the class of 2014. The class of 2014 is the largest class in Hudson High School history. So tonight, we honor each of you and celebrate who you are and your accomplishments in elementary, middle school, and high school years. It's important first for us to stop and recognize those people who have contributed to your success. So first and foremost, parents. They have been your first teachers, and they have provided love, appreciation, support, acceptance, patience, and guidance over the years. So parents, if you're able, please stand, and graduates, please recognize and thank your parents. And secondly, we'd like to take time to thank Hudson High School staff members, teachers, support staff, administrators, who have facilitated your learning, prepared you to graduate, and supported both your challenges and the many successes you've had throughout your career in the Hudson School District. So Hudson staff members, please stand so that graduates can recognize you. And lastly, I'd like to recognize our Board of Education members who are with us this evening representing the Hudson Board of Education. They have provided vision, leadership, and the resources to support your education. So, President Jamie Johnson, Vice President Brian Bell, and Treasurer Lynn Robson. So seniors, I know you are grateful for the contributions that these people have played in your life. We at the Hudson School District and the Hudson High School are grateful that you have walked our halls, you have graced our classrooms, and you have contributed to who we are as a school community. So members of the class of 2014, congratulations to each and every one of you. We hope you will always be grateful for your Hudson High School education, and also hope you will be proud to proclaim you are a Hudson High School graduate. Congratulations.
Welcome, family and friends, to the commencement of 2014. I'm Peg Shoemaker, high school principal, and I've had the pleasure and the honor of serving these bright and beautiful classmates this year. It's been personally meaningful to me to have seen many of these graduates as kindergartners when I was a principal at Holton, as well as serving in the district and seeing many of you in middle school as well. And I look at you now and I think how quickly the years have gone and feel enormous pride in all of you. Students, tonight and in days to come, you will have many people congratulate you for your success. Adults use the word success frequently. Hallmark cards, you'll find it all on your graduation cards that you receive, the word success. And media sends messages to you sometimes that confuse the word success with money. As you look at the heart of your high school experiences, think for a moment about those projects, those assignments, those jobs that you truly defined as a success. At the University of Pennsylvania, a woman researcher, Angela Duckworth, studies intangible concepts to determine and predict how successful people will be in their academic and professional careers. The researcher worked with companies all over the nation and to determine who would be promoted, who would be fired, who would be successful at their job. There was one characteristic that emerged as a significant predictor of success. It wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good health, it wasn't good looks, it wasn't IQ, it wasn't talent, it was grit. Grit is having passion and perseverance to achieve long-term goals. Grit is sticking with your future day in and day out, not just for a week or a month, but for years to turn your passion into dreams, your dreams into your life's work. Grit is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Grit is 6 a.m. AP Calc sessions. It's an independent study to fix that dream car. Grit is night school. It's nailing that one piece of music that one piece of clay. Grit is earning enough credits and experience in high school to leave with a welding job. Grit is making two-a-day practices when it's 90 degrees and 90% humidity. Grit is marching in the band nearly every day on blacktop for the sheer purpose of entertaining others. Grit is showing up to school each day when you're a senior and you're so ready to be done. Duckworth uses Aesop's fable about the tortoise and the hare as a metaphor for grit. You remember this story, which preaches the value of plodding on, no matter how slow or uneven the progress, toward goals at times that seem impossibly far away. At the starting line, it's the hare that is expected to finish first. Sure enough, the hare quickly outpaces the tortoise, accumulating so great a lead that he lies down to take a nap mid-race. When the hare awakens, the tortoise, who all the while has been proceeding toward his destination, is too close to the finish line to beat. Tortoise 1, hare 0. It may be obvious that effort and stamina are required to accomplish that to be successful in life. But how easy it will be to forget this fact when we feel like quitting to do something easier. How easy will it be to lose confidence when you meet others who seem stronger, faster, or smarter? These are the times you will need your inner tortoise. My teeny bit of wisdom to you on this amazing night of accomplishment is that this is just the beginning. Your passion, stamina, and perseverance will far outweigh any IQ number and will ultimately define your success. Welcome, class of 2014, to the beginning of your marvelous, beautiful, gritty race. Thank you. And now, your class valedictorian, Nate Bennett.
"600 years ago, the famed Renaissance sculptor and painter Michelangelo had great advice for the class of 2014. He said, "The greatest danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and achieving our mark, but in setting our aim too low and achieving our mark." My friend, Danny Nanda, put it in a different perspective to me one day when he said, "Nate, the world is your instrument. You can learn, study, and read about it, but the most important thing you can do is make music." Class of 2014, as we move from being students to being graduates, now is the time for us to advance from studying and learning about our world to making our mark on the world and to make it a better place with the great gifts that we have been given. Class of 2014, this speech is about aiming high, leaving a great mark upon our world, and making music along the way. Each and every one of us has great talents and unique abilities. For example, as part of the class of 2014, I have had the pleasure of hearing the great voices of our fellow classmates in choir every day. Many of us watch Skylar Pulios, Connor McGill, Charlie Johnson, and McKay Potter provide us a unique and hilarious view of life at the last Friday night stand-up ever. Our football teams have gone further than any in Hudson's history, making it to the state semifinals twice. We have watched athletes from the track, tennis, swimming, and cross-country teams make regular appearances to the state meets. I got to see a 30-year-old record fall as Ryan Schramm ran the school's fastest ever 400-meter dash this spring. Our friends in theater made us laugh and cry as completely different characters from their regular selves. And, as we have proven 4 years in a row, when you put us all together, we make the most potent force in mattress racing the school has ever seen. That being said, As great as all these achievements are, and there are many more that I don't have time to talk about, what we have done so far is but a taste of the potential we have to leave a legacy that will benefit people we have never met. While achieving these things, we have been blessed by many people in our lives who have left their marks on us. Each of them has helped us become who we are. Many of them have left their mark on us during our 4 years at Hudson High School. I will take with me the mark of perseverance from Mr. Ammon, who continues to give the Gilded Age lecture with enthusiasm, even though he designed the note sheet with the guy snoring on it. I'll remember the mark Mr. Cosmond, who taught me that if I ever failed to understand math, I could always just perfect the phrase, "Would you like fries with that?" I will never forget the passion of the entire student body as hundreds of people stampeded to the lunchroom on Alfredo Day. Miss McLaughlin, also known as Miss Mick, has left her mark of excellence on me and virtually every student who wanted to try science because she has the unusual ability to teach normal physics, AP physics, and AP chemistry. I will be forever amazed by Mr. Hayes, who pulled together a ragtag group of students from all walks of life and musical experience and made us into a choir able to sing at a college level. I will always remember how Coach Yucatil left the mark of unwavering optimism on me, as he would constantly believe that I would still run last track season after I'd clearly torn both of my hamstrings. He was right not to give up on me, as I recovered this year and was fortunate enough to be part of the 4x4 relay team that ran at the Wisconsin State track meet yesterday. Lastly, none of us will forget the mark of acceptance and kindness that Jonathan Poland left on the whole school before his tragic passing. Let us not forget that none of us know how many days we have left to make our mark on the world and to begin imitating those who have so positively left their mark on us. As we move from students to graduates, each of us needs to be intentional about beginning to leave our marks now. Steve Jobs, the genius behind Apple, once said, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart." So, class of 2014, remember that everything in this life will pass. I want to encourage each of you to leave your mark, a positive one, for those that are coming after you. As we sit here today in our caps and gowns, we are at a unique point in our lives. We have all made decisions that will affect our future, but we have not made enough decisions so that our futures are set. My good decisions to study for tests and maintain good grades have allowed me the honor to stand before you today. This moment will stick with me for the rest of my life. Like all of you, I have made bad decisions too, such as going gallon smashing at County Market and Target. Fortunately, this bad choice did not cement my future in the wrong direction, thanks to the mark of forgiveness that the two store managers left on me, and the firm mark of determination from my parents who would not allow me to aim low for too long. There's a quote that says, "The past is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift." That is why it is called the present. Don't let the past stop you from making your mark on today and tomorrow. As we leave here today, my message is this, class of 2014. We can be content with four-peating and mattress racing and all the other high school glories we have attained, or we can strive to aim higher with lives that will leave a mark on our world. The advice from Jesus rings true with me as he said, "Let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." Class of 2014, we have the gifts and the potential to make a better world. I challenge each and every one of you today to aim high, make your mark, and make beautiful music along the way that will be heard for generations. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Charlie Johnson, and I am your 2014 class president. That speech was boring anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and, as John Mayer taught me, say what I need to say. So I know that you all voted for me at the end of last year, or at least the majority of you. Unless, of course, I rigged that election too. And as president, I've managed to make this class and everybody in it hate each other and myself via Facebook. And not only 2 weeks ago, I got arrested, true story, so I'm actually kind of a crook. That makes me probably the least qualified person to give you advice. But alas, here I am. So sit up straight and listen nice. And now I know that most of you thought I'd come up here totally unprepared, and I'll be honest, you had all the reason in the world to be scared. But as I was hanging with my bros yesterday down at the beach, I suddenly remembered, crap, tomorrow I have to give a speech. So I promptly started thinking up things deep-hearted and meaningful, but soon enough realized it's just a bunch of bull. So what I'm going to do is stand up here and tell you my honest opinion about life in high school and college and peers, and then, of course, women. So, here goes, I suppose. This is the year of the rat and the boar, and I think that as rats and boars, we can do more. See, we each have the ability to make our lives so great that they'll talk of us in the future like ancient lore. No, I'm not stupid. Obviously, I know that everyone won't rise to the occasion. Most people will be too scared or lazy to use all the potential that they were given. But the elite will compete with each other for the top seat. They won't get beat or retreat until they complete an incredible feat. If they do meet defeat, though, they won't become obsolete because they lace up their elite cleats on their feet and repeat till sweet victory they meet. Now, that doesn't make any person better than another. It just means that in school, some people go further. See, if we all took 7 AP classes like the stereotypical smart kids, we'd all just be boring old nerds, heaven forbid. Therefore, it doesn't matter if you're right brain or left brain or just plain insane, because that makes you you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. See, life would be boring if we were all alike, and it just wouldn't work. I can't imagine having as much swag as Mike Huckin. But that's why being a part of this class is so much fun. See, we're all so much different, yet united as one. And within this one class is so much variety. Each one of you has talents, or at least one speciality. See, I'm sure of lots of us that can bench weights like a boss, but in the back of our minds, we all know we're not as big as Ross. And I know that lots of you are super smart, and hey, that's great. But are you funny, a climber, and musical? Are you Nate? And we know all girls are crazy, but only one agreed to go to prom with me. So for that, I have to commend Maddie Woodley for her bravery. And Jordan Stewart, listen up now, because this is the only time you're gonna ever hear it from me. Your acting is pretty good, and you actually sing beautifully. Then I know that we all love to make fun of nerds all the time, but Eli B., I know I'm just joking, because I've always got your back, and you've got mine. I could go on with all the kids in the grade and mention a talent of some sort that they've displayed. But for the sake of this heat and also the time, I'm going to keep moving on through this climb. See, we've had a lot of fun this year, especially with football and other sports. Most importantly, the swim team, with all of our antics, and of course. As much as it seems contrary, I've enjoyed doing musicals for years, as well as several other plays. So I thank all the actors in those with whom I've spent countless days. And a shout out to my climber dudes with whom I can always get high on jugs as we climb towards the sky. And if you'll recall the King Cold Pep Fest, a hot group of men did what others didn't dare. They shook all they had in front of everyone for the sake of male airs. Anyhow, I guess the point of this speech is to say something significant, so here goes nothing. Some advice for the future. Hopefully it doesn't sound too ignorant. Piece of advice number 1, don't take anything too serious. See, seriousness causes stress, it drains fun, and it can make you delirious. So just chill, have fun, and make every second a memory that will last. That might mean doing something spontaneous or stupid, but it'll stick out in your past. See, I know that I'd rather do 100 stupid things that I can learn from and now look back on fondly than finish my calc assignment early so I can study more for the test on Monday. Advice number 2, don't let your life suck. Live it up, with no regrets. If you don't, you'll grow old and dwell on regrets and become upset. So don't regret doing anything, or worse yet, not doing something. Even if you make a stupid mistake, you're still learning. You know, people always say everyone is dying, but somehow I just feel like those people are lying. See, what I'm doing, I certainly wouldn't call dying. It's living. Therefore, here's the number 3 piece of advice I'm giving. Live your life how you want to. Take nobody's guff. Stick to your guns, and if people don't agree, tough. See, there's going to be people on Facebook or elsewhere who complain when they don't get their way. You'll get objections on virtually everything, but, that's okay. It's kind of like when Aaron O'Brien says, "You do you." Stupid as that sounds, it's actually kind of true. See, if you're happy with your life, who am I to criticize it? You can live your life how you want. There's no need for me to rectify it. See, and the other thing, the government says that when you turn 18, you're an adult. Thanks, Obama. But it seems like for 18-year-olds, there's still way too much drama. See, just because you can buy yourself tobacco and gamble means you're expected to live in the world alone and be able to handle? Well, there's still too many things that a number just can't teach. A set of skills that from the greatest teachers I still beseech. The type of things that one only learns from experience, like love, loss, about the world, and other forms of brilliance. So I guess the most important advice I can give you tonight, and this is for the graduating class, myself, and everyone here, all right, is to be open to experience. Don't close off and be resilient. Spread your wings, try new things, go to a karaoke bar and sing. Have good times, have bad times, have any times at all. I know most of you have done so, and you know it's a ball. And moving on can be tough, and it's easy to stick to what you know, but we can't. We have to venture out into the great unknown. And that doesn't mean ignore all the people you know now, but let new people enter your life, and your life will get better if you allow. Bringing it back to today, I have one last thing to say. It's hard to deny, with a slight wave goodbye, this feeling that you're seeing your classmates for the last time. But that just isn't true, and it's stupid to be blue, because we have all summer, so the bummer shouldn't come in June. So as the cantina tune plays and your tear gates come loose, don't cry because it's over, but smile because it happened, to quote Dr. Seuss. See, we still have a party tonight, and thanks to social network, we can always stay tight. So long as we're always on there, we can start a new Facebook fight. And I've really enjoyed these many years with all you friends and those I'm not so friendly. And even if I hate you, I wish you the best as pleasant thoughts and prayers I'll send thee. And just because we're done and our race has been run, I know we'll never stop having fun. Even after the sun has set, you can bet that this class will still be creating a ruckus, living our lives to the fullest in a cascade of wonderful bliss. You'll always be my twerk team, class of 2014. So keep it classy and put the you-know-what into class. Dropping the bass and dishing out sass. And even in times of trouble and strife, remember, you've only got one single life. So take it and live it, and don't waste one instant. Go out into the world and show everyone you're brilliant. And now, please welcome to the stage one of the best teachers this school has to offer, ever has had to offer, never will have to offer, Mr. Matt Friedel.
Oh boy, following Charlie. Oh my God. Good evening. HHS graduating class of 2014, Board President Johnson, District Superintendent Bowen Eggebrotten, Principal Shoemaker, and our esteemed high school colleagues, families, and friends. A week and a half ago, May 27, 2014, a date which will live in, I don't have any idea. You see, on that day, Senior Class President Charlie Johnson poked his head into my classroom at the beginning of the 6th hour and asked, "Mr. Friedel, is there a time I could talk to you for a bit?" "Sure, I have sea lunch." "That'll work." I ran a quick errand after 6th hour right during the beginning of lunch, knowing that Charlie would be in my classroom. I returned to my room. Where's Charlie? Then I noticed that the teacher's chair was facing backwards. It spun around 180 degrees. There's Charlie, smiling away. Hi, Charlie, what can I do for you? Mr. Friedel, what are you doing next Saturday? Why? Well, we wanted to know if you'd like to give the teacher speech at graduation. Why? Because you're funny. I start feeling the pain in my stomach. Charlie, you know that I'm not funny. I can't tell jokes. Remember that joke that I told in AP Gov? Why is Washington, D.C. like a three-ring circus? Because it has elephants, donkeys, and clowns. And nobody in the classroom laughed. Well, that's because it wasn't funny. But that Charlie was persistent. He kept hammering away at my reticence, and the pain in my stomach was growing stronger and stronger, and then he went in for the kill. But Mr. Friedel, we're your favorite students. Do it for us. Do it for the kids. Curses you, Charlie Johnson. Now I have pain and guilt. Oh, all right. Thanks. Oh, and one thing, be funny. A little while later, I ran into HHS Associate Principal Mr. Moore on my way to the staff mailboxes in the East Office. Matt, I heard the seniors asked you to deliver the speech at graduation. Yeah. You'll do a great job. I've heard you give a speech before. Yeah, but see, that's the problem. I only have one speech in my repertoire, and I've already used it. I can't use it again. Don't worry, Matt, you'll be fine. The HHS administration is unanimous in selecting high-achieving goals for its staff as well as its students, and we expect nothing short of excellence from you. Oh, and by the way, be funny. Great. So now I have pain, guilt, and anxiety over the security of my employment, all because on May 27th last week, Charlie Johnson stopped in my classroom on Tank Top Tuesday, spun around in the teacher chairs like one of the judges on The Voice, and asked me what I was doing anything tonight. I haven't had a good night's sleep since. Be funny. Be funny? How? Well, for example, AP Gov kids, for example, I could go back and reminisce about freshman year with you. Those of you who had me in 9th grade modern world history might remember that at the end of each class period, I would play a variety of songs from my generation that I dubbed flashback favorites. And at the end of the year, I let you nominate and vote on the songs from your lives that are destined to become the new classics. The songs that you will then share with your children and grandchildren as the songs that most represent you. Do you remember that? In case you forgot, among the top songs in your list 3 years ago, Friday by Rebecca Black, I'm on a Boat, and the number one song from your generation, the Pokemon theme song. And you want me to be funny. Be funny. How can I be funny when I can't relate to you guys in your obsessive use with this type of social media that exists today? For example, at 2 different times within the first few weeks of each other towards the beginning of this year, both Chad Peterson and Bo G asked me if I followed Reddit. What's a Reddit? It's a social network where members share posts, texts, and things like that, and then they're posted on a bulletin board. Why would you read these? Because they're funny. They have a politics tab. Well, can I use the posts in class? Well, can I save them and look at them later? Well, if you're a registered member, you vote them up or down, so there's no guarantee that they'll stay at the top of the list. But if they don't stay at the top of the list, then they're not funny to begin with. But that's why you have to stay on top of Reddit. Then about 2 months after that, I'm at a staff meeting, and the teachers are talking about something called Snapchat. What's a Snapchat? Snapchat is a phone app that people use to send images and videos to their friends, but the friends can only view them for a few seconds before the image disappears. Really? Another thing that sort of disappears like Reddit, but it really doesn't disappear forever because it's still out there in cyberspace? And the kids are doing this? Yep. Why? Because they think it's fun. Sheesh, here I thought I was all caught up on this new technology because I knew what a selfie was, and this year alone, I found out I don't know my Reddit from my Snapchat or my hashtag from my YOLO. The most recent example of my cluelessness occurred in AP Gov class at the end of the school just last month. The kids were working on a simulation called On the Campaign Trail, where they were placed on teams and given the task to design campaign materials for fictitious candidates based on some limited information that I had given to them. One of the first tasks was to design a piece of direct mail, those glossy flyers that candidates mail out to potential voters. The piece needed to contain the candidate's name, campaign, themes, slogans, references to voting demographics, and photographs. Well, one of the fictitious candidates' names was J.T. Watts. And since he really didn't exist, I figured the kids would find an image of a person whose name sounded close to that, J.J. Watt, the two-time Pro Bowler defensive end for the Houston Texans who played college football for the Wisconsin Badgers. Well, first our AP Gov kids are designing the prototype of their mailers, and the J.T. Watts team isn't using J.J. Watts' photo. They're using someone else's image. Since they're in the introductory brainstorming phase at this point, I decided just to let them work and we'd see where it would take them. Second hour. And the J.T. Watts team in second hour is again foregoing J.J. Watts' image and using the same photo as first hour. This time I figured that they found some ordinary person whose name just happened to be J.T. Watts and are using his photo. And then third hour. Sure enough, the third hour group is using the exact same photo, and it's not J.J. Watt, the young white football player from Wisconsin. It's a white guy about 10 years older, slender, wearing a white shirt and a black bow tie, a perfectly trimmed 3-day beard, head down, glam shot. But this time, the third hour flyer didn't even use the person's full name. Now, Leah Ross is coordinating part of her team's effort. After about 20 minutes of work time, she says, "Mr. Friedel, we're done with our draft." She turns the computer monitor to face me. "What do you think?" Silence. Finally, I say, "Who is that guy?" Leah says, "It's JT." And I said, "JT who?" She goes, "No, JT, Justin Timberlake." "Oh, so that's who that is. You don't know who Justin Timberlake is?" "Not really. I know his name. And I saw him in the movie Bad Teacher, but I wouldn't be able to pick his face out of a crowd." Isn't it funny that all 3 AP Gov classes use the exact same photo of the same guy, and I didn't know it was Justin Timberlake? No, Mr. Friedel, that's not funny. That's sad. Mr. Friedel, he sang the song Sexy Back. Don't know it. You don't know the song Sexy Back? Nope. I have the title, I recognize the title, but I can't pick it out of a playlist or anything like that. In fact, I don't know any of his songs. You don't even know any of his songs for a solo career? Didn't you listen to NSYNC or Backstreet Boys when they were popular? I was already in my late 30s and early 40s when they were out, so no, I didn't listen to them. The last boy band I listened to, The Village People, 1977. So, what do we know so far? We know that I can't tell jokes, that I don't listen to the generation's music, that I don't understand their use of social media, and I don't relate to their cultural references. So, what am I doing up here? What is it exactly that I do? You said I was funny, even though you already knew I can't tell jokes, or that I don't really relate or live in your world. And then it dawned on me. You were referring to the laughter. There are 2 types of laughter. Laughter number 1, we learn to laugh with each other. We build relationships by sharing silly memories and silly events, and those bring us closer together. Sometimes we do this as an entire group of people, sometimes with just a few friends. Now, you and I have had a lot of laughs, the members of Class of 14, over the last 4 years, but due to time limits tonight, I cannot possibly explain all of those memories that we've shared with one another, especially since some of them make only sense to a couple of you in those memories. So, here's a partial list of words and phrases that will mean nothing to most of you. You know, kind of like Frito's audio version of Snapchat Reddit bulletin board. Afro, Mr. Blue Tongue, Steam Boy, just back away from the computer, Mr. Friedel, Freaks and Geeks, 3 tracks, BRB, Mr. F, I'm glad you found a place to stay during advisory, Black construction paper mustaches, you beatniks. Yes, I know that I remind you of Mr. Yell. World War I was not started by Serbia. Calculator. So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. Hudson Blanky, Modern Family, Modern Ties, if all families and family ties. Insane, Whitewater, 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 Whitewater. Good thing you stopped playing dueling banjos or you'd be better off dead. IRHC, and no, Shane, I will not arm wrestle you. So again, laughter number 1, we laugh with each other. But more important is laughter number 2. We learn that it is okay to laugh with oneself. Make fun of yourself every once in a while. We all do funny things from time to time. Don't let yourself be so serious that you can't enjoy life. Live a little and laugh a lot. We all need a time to wink as well as a time to see. Wisconsin-born poet Ella Wheeler Wilcox perhaps sums up my remarks the best. To quote her from her 1883 work, The Way of the World, laugh and the world laughs with you. Think about that. Laugh and the world laughs with you. And that, my friends, is no joke. Thank you very much and enjoy your evening.
I'd like to thank our band for being here tonight under the direction of Mr. Nick Simon. At this time, our choir will sing a song that was selected by senior choir members under the direction of Mr. Andy Hayes. So choir members and accompanied by Miss Carrie Heisler. Choir members, please proceed to the back and we'll enjoy a selection called How Can I Keep From Singing? Thank you, choir members, for that beautiful selection, as well as Mr. Hayes and Ms. Heisler for your accompaniment and direction. Board President Johnson, it is with great honor and pleasure that I verify that these students have completed all that is necessary and present to you the class of 2014.
This ceremony marks an achievement of a goal that may have been in more doubt for some than others, but a goal achieved nonetheless. And while it marks a milestone in your life, it is a milestone of a beginning, not an ending. It's a beginning, and that's why they call it commencement. So with that, on behalf of the Board of Education, it is with great pride and pleasure that I accept the class of 2014.
Patrick Michael Lesher. William Wolf Roberts. Elliot Martin Wiesmeyer. Kelly Therese Ali. Matt Alborio. Haley Elger. Anya Nicole Amundsen. Alex A. Anderson. Jared Anderson. Tyler David Anderson. Garrett Victor Antilla. Bryce Timothy Aaron. Michaela Arneson. Oliver L. Adicure. Cassidy M. Babcock. Alexandria Lynn Ferrado. Kirsten Barnhart. Samuel A. Barr. Jamie R. Barsnitz. Chelsea Nicole Bates. Murad A. Fatah. Elijah J. Baumgartner. Jasmine Marita Beasley. Chase Becker. Nathaniel R. Bennett. Joe Berg. Catherine Molly Berg. Brian John Berglund. Lauren Elizabeth Berglund. Hannah Linda Mary Betchwars. Rubina Bibi. Aaron Bixler. Cole Delano York. Luke Bleckinger. Nicholas S. Bloomberg. Suleika Baloo. Christina Elisa Bomarito. Haley M. Bonzi. Hayden Marie Bouchard. Vanessa Lou Baumeister. Zaya Corinne Brenson. Henry P. Breaker. Brandon Tyler Reacher. Bonnie Lynn Breyer. Bailey Elizabeth Brinkman. Katie Elizabeth Brown. Sam Brown. Jenna M. Buchanan. Marissa Ann Buchanan. Noah Charles Burns. Erin Elizabeth Carlson. Ryan David Carter. Tanner Robert Casey. Jack James Sternahouse. Katie Lynn Sternahouse. Donald Walter Clark. Caitlin Grace Clemenson. Jose Lorenzo Mendoza Concepcion. Hannah K. Cook. Erin May Coyer. Jack Crowley. McKenna Marie Dalton. Andrew S. Davis. Emily R. Davis Jones. Zachary Davison. Elena DeLeo. Kevin Denning. Andres A. Diaz. Michael Domino. Bridget Mary Donahue. Kayla Elizabeth Dornfeld. Julia Douglas. Parker J. Grace. Danica Drake Jarpy. Samuel Dukow. Abigail M. Durst. Kieran P. Duho. Amelia Catherine Dunlap. Olivia Ann Dunlap. Emma Grace Damon Dunn. Nicole A. Dunn. Isabel Ray Duran. Brandon Dyke. Allison T. Eberts. Carly Marie Eichstedt. Kayla Lee Erickson. Ryan Evans. Nathan Everson. Madeline Rose Baltasek. Nicholas S. Virago. Miranda J. Vaughn. Timothy D. Thea. Caitlin G. Fikema. Jordan Belrath. Gregory J. Fenson. Riley James Ferguson. Drew T. Fleming. Paul M. Forsett. Aaron M. Forsett. Catherine Lydia Fox. Elise D. France. Chase E. Frost. Hunter N. Fry. Connor Fritchie. Dylan Cletus Erman. Michaela Joe Plump. Josephine Grace Dahl. David Bradley Gehring. Zachary C. Geiger. Kaiser J. Geigel. Megan Nicole Galina. Mackenzie K. Garretts. Britta Marie Gerard. Jacob J.T. Jordana. Charles M. Gobina. Bo Goodbo. Gavin Thomas Yelps. Madison Diane Goodman. Austin F. Graff. Lance David Rambo. Elizabeth Amy Gray. Marcus Allen Michael Green. Curtis R. Gould. Miguel Gutierrez. Devin James Gutowski. Darna Katrin Ali Gutke. Robert O'Connor Ackworthy. Thomas Hefner. Sean Aaron Hagen. Alexa Ray Haynes. Mason Hall. Hope L.M. Hollinan. Logan W. Hammer. Melissa Hammer. Brendan M. Hankey. Balake R. Hansen. Tanner Lee Hansen. Marley Ann Harrelson. Austin Haskins. Charles Helt. Alexander Herrick. Cole Forrest Herman. Jessica E. Hines. Kelsey Anne Marie Hines. Marissa Hines. Katie Lee Hoffman. Danielle K. Holden. Emily Louise Holman. Mike T. Hucken. Jordan Ray Hunt. Jacob Finn Newsable. Sarah Nicole Iacobello. Caitlin Ann Instinus. Alyssa Lee Iverson. Brendan Jerome Jankowski. Alyssa Johnson. Andrew Johnson. Cal E. Johnson. Charlie Johnson. Emma Johnson. Jared Lynn Johnson. Matthew B. Johnson. Nicholas Johnson. Paige Marie Johnson. Stephen M. Johnson. Derek Johnston. Murphy Johnston. Tiana Monet Jones. August W. Jorgensen. Lars Jorgensen. Riley A. Jurek. Jackson J. Cadillo. Peter J. Carabos. Jagger Rose Carls. Mitchell William Karras. Nathan Karras. Taylor Cast. Jake William Kelcher. Charles Lawrence Kennedy. Laurel Patricia Keeker. Caitlin Ray Kiesler. Shane M. Clement. Brianna Sky Kling. Benjamin Allen Klunes. Brandon Royal Knight. Rachel Ann Knox. Brigham J. Knott. Katie Cuttleboy. Allison A. Kepke. Kendra Marie Konu. Christopher Kopp. Zachary John Kraft. Jonathan Fry. Thomas Mark Krinke. Sadie Nell Kroll. Mallory Kate Latch. Allie Larson. Isabel Larson. Lorana Andrina Larson. Ryan Douglas Larson. Miles Carlson Lewis. Caitlin Renee Lofgren. Zach Lando. Daniel Alexander Lowe. Brian R. Lutzinger. Ashley Elizabeth Ludke. Nicholas Davies Lundberg. Gabriel J. Luderman. Jordan John Madden. Brian Dale C.J. Magnuson. Eleanor Petrea Mahon. Alex Marr. Wade Malika. Emma L. Malloy. Mallory Malee. Hannah Manley. Haley Manley. Kaylee Catherine Marion. Elise Beth Martin. Laura Beth Martin. Cheyenne Nikolai Massey. Miriana Mataya. Kelsey Lee McBride. Rachel Ann McCarthy. Stephen McDowell. Connor Charles McGill. Brianna McLean. Julian Dwight McPherson. Nathan McPeters. Adam J. Mead. Lonnie Oren Mikey. Marissa Renee Meissner. Michael Dwayne Menke. Connor Joseph Burchek. Leah Christine Meyer. Benjamin R. Mashad. Madalena Lou Missouri. Emma Nicole Moen. Madeline Juliet Moen. Justin M. Moxness. Amanda Nicole Monaco. Maria Monterreal. Ashley Morgan. Leo Jackson Mose. Elliot M. Motu. Colton Mullencore. Bernalise Essence Mullen. Lindsay Marie Murphy. Daniel Nanda. Daniel Nelson. Chase D. Nickerson. Levi Nygaard. Erin Elizabeth O'Brien. Jacob O'Brien. Aaron J. Amernick. Caleb Andrusik. Courtney Marie Opsel. Abigail Heather Opset. Eduardo Ortiz. Landry D. Otten. Cody Everett Owens. Anna M. Parento. Colton E. Parker. Maria E. Ramirez Lopez. Anessa Marie Rao. Alexander S. Ray. Sarah Jean Reed. Chelsea May Riley. Lauren E. Rivard. Alexa Joy Roberts. Madison Mackenzie Rody. Jared Alejandra Rojas Reynoso. Alexander Rumper. Mitchell S. Rosica. Leah Rose Ross. Teresa Santiago. Samuel E. Sackman. Michael J. Scanlon. Melissa Shar. Adam Shield. Emily Joanne Marie Schertz. Adam Shettle. Whitney Marie Schmidt. Alexander G. Shupnik. Jack Richard Schulte. Keaton Schultz. Robert James Schultz. Reed Edward Schweckler. Joseph A. Scott. Christian Seiler. McKenna Claire Sattleson. Stephanie M. Seymour. Alexander B. Schunkweiler. Charlie A. Singerhouse. William Apollo Skinner. Stephanie M. Slavic. Anthony Smith. Cody W. Smith. Dean H. Smith. Nicholas Paul Smith. Ellen K. Snyder. Zane Broderick Snyder. Solberg. Andrew J. Spate. Sarah Diane Skarstad. Jelena Spasic. Sydney P. Squires. Michelle Steele. Aaron C. Stein. Christopher Steiner. Jordan Lynn Stewart. Aaron Thomas Still. Joyce Howe. Connor Nick Tyson. Markel Thompson. Andrew Henry Tiedemann. Matthias Tobin. Zachary A. Tangis. Miles Townsend. Ariana A. Truman. Ario Tuomala. Corinne Urban. Alex J. Van Sumeren. Elijah Rand Bernard. Angela Vergara Garcia. Anna Elizabeth Wolf. Anita Boo. Sue Boo. Emily Ann Borostic. Matthew Richard Wang. Jill Victoria Warner. Stacy May Warner. Tyler Scott Wasbottom. Jacob F. Weaver. Jake A. Weinberger. Margaret Marion Weller. Tyler Scott Warner. Brendan Lee Westfall. Cody L. Westfall. Maggie Evan Wenson. Erin Margaret Whitstein. Alicia White. Caitlin Swan Whiteley. Marissa M. Whiting. Ryan Whitmire. Levi Willard. Benjamin Donald Worth. Joseph Patrick Wohlers. Tiana Christine Wolf. Elijah B. Wood. Travis Flores Wood. Madeline K. Whitley. Aaron John Wright. Michael J. Wright. Reagan R. Wright. William Wright. Robert D. Turner IV. Ross J. Westerbar. Emily Elizabeth Weiland. Lashia Zhang. Ty Malcolm Yang. Jack Allen Young. Claire Elizabeth Zeiss. Gabriel Zastro.
I'm thinking that was the senior prank. Graduates, would you please stand? I'd like to now recognize the Hudson High School class of 2014.